after writing Wrong Road was in the drop D tuning, and that was the kind of tuning that I just liked at the time. It was kind of a country feel and kind of folky country sort of feel. It was lovely. So I was just playing around with that, and I was very kind of mindful of all the songs starting to becoming a bit slow, so I wanted a kind of a faster song. So using the same tuning, the drop D tuning, I just tried to really speed it up, and I think the actual chord progression as well is the same as Wrong Road, just as the chords drop down. I'm not even sure what the chords are. I wouldn't know the names, but it sounds really good. It rings out. So yeah, at start, initially it was a really up-tempo, really fast country kind of sound, really fast, and had kind of a verse, a chorus, maybe a second verse. Came to Robbins and tried to do a little demo, and he put some percussion on it, just a little snare drum and some shakers. And at that stage as well, it was really fast. And someday that goes. So then, yeah, it started off really fast. Slowed down then as the rest of the guys got involved. So when the guys got involved, yeah, I brought we had our demo done, just myself and Rob. It was all layered vocals. At that stage I knew that it was going to be a song with plenty of harmonies and that, especially for the start. Some days I just was screaming out for kind of layered vocals on that. And at the time I was kind of listening to a lot of Alison Krauss and people like that, and James Vincent McMorrow, people like that. So it was kind of popular. So yeah, there's going to be lots of layered vocals. But we brought the song to rehearsal to see what they thought. And straight away, when Robin actually sat behind the kit and started playing, it just automatically started to slow down. There was this kind of really fast little riff at the start as well. That was totally dropped, even though that was, at that time, it was a very important part of the song. And Mark started to come up with his own sort of riff, and we just rolled over it again and again. Just those few chords as they dropped down at the start, and then Adam and Robin started to get this real slow groove. It started to come back even further and further. Robin seemed to start playing even, using the kick drum behind the beat, and it was starting to get slower and pull it back even more and more, which was great because for us it seemed like it needed to move on tempo wise, but he just kept pulling it back, and Adam just kind of slotted right in there with it on the bass, and you can hear the bass line going up and down, and it's just something you really want to kind of, I don't know, nod your head to or something. But then Mark started coming up with the main riff then that's after the first chorus, and it's even at the very start of the song. And I could hear then that the song was really changing. It was going to a totally different place, a much nicer place. Because you feel as though when you have your heart set out on an up-tempo song, you can't see outside that. You can't see outside the box. It's like you're focused on doing that and you don't want anything else. And you almost have to fight with yourself to kind of let it slow down. But luckily this was only in the first rehearsal actually. Once everybody kind of got relaxed with it, and just let the song kind of go where it needs to go. So yeah, we had the middle eight, had some kind of lyrics done for that, had the chorus in the middle eight, and yeah, really kind of wrapped it up in that kind of, just really the first rehearsal I suppose. And before we went into the studio, we had kind of prepared fairly well. All the songs, we had demoed them up well. We knew exactly, how much time you can spend once you get into the studio, trying to mess around with songs and trying to add and take away and things like that. And it was more beneficial for us to go in and have everything exactly set in stone. I think the tempo actually, even the tempos, we increased the tempo by 2 BPM. I think that was the only change. I knew all my guitar parts. Mark had his guitar parts down to a T, and I think Adam just needed one run through, and he had his part done. And yeah, Robin, where we recorded it, we had a really nice drum sound. But yeah, everything kind of, we were just well prepared, luckily enough, and things just went right for us. You can prepare, and something can, cause a problem. But we were lucky that we'd kind of done another demo before that ourselves, just at home, and so we knew where all the fills were going to be for the drums. We knew exactly what the vocal lines were going to be. We knew all the harmonies. So nothing really changed. The tempo increased slightly, and we just tried to give it. We were just going to concentrate on performing, really. Try to play as best we can. Once we got in there, yeah, no more change apart from that.